My name is Peter Parfitt. Welcome to the new Brit workshop. I've decided to put my brilliant UJK router table onto castors. And of course I've chosen castors from Coldene, and these are the identical ones to those that you would have seen me use when I made that caster carriage not so very long ago. Twin wheeled, solid plastic wheels, and they've got brakes. Now I've made a start already, and you can probably see that I've done one leg already. Now I'm cheating a little bit because I'm leaving everything assembled and taking one leg away at a time. Slight risk in that. If you're going to do that, be very careful. Anyway, my whole objective is to bring the height of the UJK tabletop here to the same height as my mobile workbench. In fact, maybe this will be 2 millimeters higher. And that means I can use my mobile workbench as an outfeed or infeed table as required. Now before I started, I removed this jockey wheel and frame assembly from the leg frames because it was getting in the way. Now because I'm going to lower the height of everything, and I'm also taking into account the height of my castors, I'm having to chop a tiny bit off the length of each of these legs. Let's look at the legs in a bit more detail. Now when you remove a leg, or if you're starting from the very beginning and doing this before you assemble anything at all, you will find that the legs have an insert at the bottom end. And this insert here has a little sort of spring arrangement which gets trapped up inside the square section of the leg. And then all you see from underneath would be this part here. And in the center there's a screw thread. It's a 10 millimeter screw thread which takes this foot, and that's adjustable. So that's how the legs come ordinarily. And in order to get the insert out, it's dead easy. We just use a broom handle stuck down there and give it a couple of taps and it's out. Now if by any chance when you remove one of these inserts the spring metal part here is sprung in the wrong direction, just bash it back very gently, and that's the way it should look before it goes back in. So what I've now calculated, because of the 69 millimeter height of these castors, I've calculated that I need to cut away 62 millimeters of the leg in order to bring everything to the right height. Right, so there's the leg which I've just cut the little piece off, and I'm going to now place it on the ground. I'm actually resting it on a piece of wood so it doesn't damage the other end. Now this is the cut end here, which is at the bottom of the leg, and I'm now taking the insert and I'm going to put that in place on the top here. And the easy way to do this is to get it just about in the right position, like so, and look at it carefully. Yep, that is definitely in the right place. And then take a soft mallet, this is a rubber-ended mallet, and give it one good hit, like that. And that's it. Job done. And another way of getting the insert into the end of the leg is to use a clamp like this brilliant Bessie clamp. Position everything where it should be, and then just carefully tighten up, and that'll go in nice and evenly. As simple as that. Job done. So that's now firmly in, and I'm now able to attach the caster. And all I'm doing to attach this caster is to simply use a short 10 millimeter bolt. This one is 30 millimeters long, up through the bottom there, and then that's going to get screwed into the insert. So that's in, and I'm going to screw that up nice and tight. Now you could, if you wish, at this stage have put some Loctite on that thread. That would be quite a reasonable thing to do, but to be honest, I don't think it's necessary, because these casters are done so well, as you can see, that I don't think that that thread is going to come under any stress whatsoever. So I think nice and tight with that little screw that's in there, and then that should be good enough. And once that caster is on, we can then return the leg into the assembly and then screw it back in place. Now, if you have seen my video where I described the assembly of the UJK router table, you'll know that I said at the time that I thought that this leg frame arrangement was very well made. Well, it certainly is. It goes together really nicely. And that's that, and we're now just going to repeat this process for the other two legs. And do remember, now we're working on the final two legs, to put the brakes on these casters. It's probably best. Well, that's it. Let's have a quick test. I think that's pretty good, don't you? Ah, absolutely super. Now let's just check it for height, and yeah, that's just a fraction higher than my mobile workbench. Absolutely super duper. And this was a good time to give everything a bit of a vacuum off before I put the router elevator back in position. I've done that. And the other bit of advice is, when you're moving this around on top of the cast iron here, have a little piece of rag or cloth or something, just to protect the two things from scratching each other. And this is a good time just to check that everything is absolutely as it should be. This is all nice and level here, which it is, so that's super. Very pleased with that. Just tighten those up. Well, there it is. It all works. It's at the right height, and I'm really pleased. Well, I think I can get on with some work now. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.